Yo, what up, y'all? I'm back with another video. I'm going to tell you exactly what it takes to make it in this world. I'm going to tell you exactly how to live the life that you have imagined or you try to imagine living. It's simple. No, not really. It's not as simple as it might sound. I could stand here and tell you exactly what I've done. I could stand here and tell you exactly how I came up, but your story is going to be different. Your journey is going to be different than mine. We're both not going to have the same journeys. But one thing that you must understand is that you have to know exactly what it is you want. Let me repeat that. You must know exactly what it is you want. And I'm not talking about just waking up in the morning and craving a cup of coffee and saying, I want a cup of coffee, so let me go make one or let me go buy one. No, it's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as waking up in the morning and saying, I hope today is a great day. No, I'm going to have a great day, and that's it. You go out into the world and you carry on your day and everything is fabulous, everything is great. No, it's not as easy as it sounds. Anyone who tells you that living is easy, that life is easy, they are lying to you. Because sometimes it seems as if life is against you. It seems as if things get harder for you. But you must know exactly what it is you want. Whenever you were younger, I'm pretty sure people would ask you, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And what would you say? A secretary, a lawyer, a judge, a policeman, a fireman, in the army. You would have a bunch of different answers. You would have a bunch of different choices of what you could be, but you never actually knew what it is you wanted. I mean, let's be real, you were still a kid. Kids nowadays, they still don't know what they want. They never do. Your views change as you get older. When you become a teenager, you decide to be something else. It's totally different from what you decided to be when you were younger. Yes, your views change, and they change based on how you've been living your life. They change based on what life has dealt you, the type of cards that life has dealt you. And we all know that you have to play the cards that you dealt. Do not step away from the table. Do not walk away from the table. No, you must play the hand that life deals you, and you have to deal with it. But you must know exactly what it is you want. If you are working at a job right now, you need to know if that's where you're going to be for the next 10 years, the next 20 years. You need to make that decision now. If it's not, then you need to start looking for somewhere else to work. I'm just being honest with you. If this is not a place where you can move up in the company, if this is not a place where you are going to work your butt off in order to be successful, in order to own the company, then that's not the place you should be working, because you have to know exactly what it is you want. So let me ask y'all, what is it you want? I'll give you a second to think about it. You don't know yet? Well, that's where you're making your mistake. You must know exactly what it is you want out of life. Life is going to give you what you ask for. And what you ask for must be exactly what it is you want, exactly what you imagine and envision your life to be. If you are in a relationship where the person is not who you imagined yourself to be with, the person is not who makes you happy, and happy being they are not the person who aligns with your views, they are not the person you see yourself being with long-term or forever, they're not your life partner, then that's not the person for you. And instead of staying in that relationship, you probably need to move on. I'm just being honest with you. Instead of settling, you need to move on, because a lot of people settle when they don't know what it is they want. That is the reason why I am telling you right now that you need to know exactly what it is you want. Because if you don't know what you want out of life, then you're going to settle for whatever life gives you. Yes, you are going to settle for whatever life gives you. And I just told you that you must play the hand that you're dealt. So if you're given a negative hand, you need to change it. You need to keep playing. You need to keep pushing. Your cards are going to change. But if you settle for the hand that you're dealt, then guess what? You're only going to keep getting the same hand every time because you do not know what it is you want. You must know exactly what it is you want out of life. If it's marriage, then you need to pursue that. If it's just a relationship, you need to pursue that. If you're happy being alone and roaming the streets, being out there for the streets, just dating, just being with whoever, sleeping around, then that's what you need to do. But as long as you know what it is you want, then you can never complain about getting what it is you get. See, that's why a lot of people complain nowadays. That's why a lot of people cry and they cry victim. They blame other people. They blame everyone else. They'll blame society for the hand that they were dealt. They'll blame society for what conditions they're living under right now. They'll blame other people. It's only because they decided to settle and they see that you decided to move on and you decided to change your hand. So your life is great. Your life is wonderful. Yes, of course you come across bumps in the road. Who's not going to? Even the richest people come across bumps in the road. It happens to all of us. We're only human. But if you know what it is you want, then you'll be prepared for those bumps. And when you go over them, it's smooth sailing from then on. So you must know exactly what it is you want so that you're not crying victim and not blaming everyone else for the hand that you're dealt, for the life that you're living, for the life that you wanted. Because the condition you're in right now is exactly what you wanted. Since you were younger, you decided to live like this. No one else. No one has dealt this hand for you. No one else made those decisions and those choices for you. You must know what it is you want. And when you know what it is you clearly want out of life, guess what? You will start making better decisions and better choices. That's the reason for deciding on what you want out of life so that you make the best decisions for yourself. Because the worst decisions are going to come along and you're going to make them. And what's going to happen is you're going to reap the repercussions. Yes. And what are you going to do? You're going to blame other people for what happens to you. You're going to blame other people for the life that you're living. It's going to be everyone else's fault. That's why some people have this victim mentality and they cry about not getting what it is they think they deserve. Well, if you think you deserve to live a certain type of life, why didn't you just plan for it? I know you heard the saying that you can tell God what your plans are and God will laugh at you. That is because things happen in life. We all know this. Tragedies happen. You lose people. You lose jobs. You lose a car. You lose a home. You lose money. But as long as you stick to what you know, as long as you stick to the plan, things will be all right. Because once you lose something, but you haven't lost focus and you haven't lost sight of what it is you truly want out of life, then you are geared towards what it is you want. You are geared towards the future that you want to live. So you're going to continue pushing on. You're not going to blame anybody else for your decisions. You're not going to blame anybody else for your loss. You're going to continue pushing on until you make it to where it is you want it to be. That's what success is all about. It's about not quitting. You only quit when you settle. You only settle when you don't know what it is you want. So you need to decide now what it is you want out of life. And the universe is going to give you exactly that. All you have to do is keep working towards it, is keep striving for that dream. That's why it's called a dream, because you can see it, you can taste it, you can smell it, you can feel it, but it's not quite there yet. But if it's what you want, I guarantee you that is the life that you are going to live. So stop asking other people for the advice that you should be giving yourself, which is, what is it do I want out of life? That's the question you should be asking yourself. What is it I want out of life? Why have I been getting the total opposite of what I don't want out of life? That's because you've been concentrating on what you don't want out of life. You only get what it is you focus on and you concentrate on. And if you know exactly what it is you want, then you will be focused on just that and you are going to work towards it. And I guarantee you, you will slowly start moving towards it. Even if things seem bad at first, which they may, that's only a test, because that's the universe trying to see if you're going to give up already, which a lot of us do. You ever heard the saying that right before you quit, you were almost at the finish line? You almost made it right before you quit. It happens to a lot of people. They work so hard for what they want. They work so hard for the life that they want. But then things get so hard, they decide to quit. Well, what they didn't know was that behind that door, that last door, was the finish line. It was the prize. It was exactly what they wanted. But they quit and they walked away from it. They didn't even open the door. You need to stop doing that and decide on what it is you want out of life. And life is going to give you exactly what it is you want.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.